for the Packers from Milwaukee, Green Bay, and all over the state of Wisconsin. We've talked to many of them at Packer headquarters in Fort Lauderdale and bumped into many, many more around the Miami area. So they're here in force, and they also have signs rooting the Packers on. Of course, those people who have no feelings have a tendency to go for the underdog, and the Oakland Raiders are definitely the underdogs in today's game. This figures to be, at least early in the game, a defensive battle. Both teams are noted for their strong defenses. The Oakland Raiders gave up just 60 first downs running, 103 first downs passing, and 182 total first downs to lead the league. That was the AFL. The Packers gave up 183 first downs in their game, 78 by passing to lead the league, and 183 also led the league. They gave up 98 first downs rushing. Both teams out on the field, and that means that we're not too far from kickoff here for the second Super Bowl game. As we mentioned, the officials are split evenly between the AFL and the NFL. If you want to know the difference between the two balls that will be used in today's game, the NFL ball has a natural tanned-in tack. The AFL ball is sprayed with a tacky substance after it is manufactured. The AFL ball is a college-type football, and it's a little bit more pointed than the ball that the National Football Leagues use. The lacing on the AFL ball is 4.5 inches long. The lacing on the NFL ball is 4 1/4 inches long. Now that possibly seems like it's getting down to very minor points, but of course the lacing on the football has a lot to do with the passing, and it is important to these players. So the AFL quarterback, Daryle Lamonica, will be using the ball that he is used to, and Bart Starr will be throwing the National Football League ball. In case you're wondering, too, the teams will kick, run, or pass for one extra point following a touchdown. The AFL two-point option will not be in effect. And this will be a sudden death ball game if it should be tied at the end of 60 minutes of regular play. The officials' uniforms have been especially designed for this game. Not too much different. They're still wearing the black and white striped shirts and the white pants, but there is just a slight change from the regular uniforms that they wear for both leagues throughout the season. Two team captains have met out in the middle of the field, Willie Davis and Bob Skoronski for the Green Bay Packers and Dan Connors for the Oakland Raiders. They went through the ceremonial flip of the coin, so the fans know that the Packers will kick off. The Oakland Raiders will receive at the goal to our right. The Packers kickoff unit moves out onto the field. Oakland moving out onto the field now, and in just a very few moments, this football game will be underway, as we've been telling you. Going deep for the Oakland Raiders, we will have Dave Grayson and Larry Todd. Dave Grayson and Larry Todd going deep to receive this kickoff for the Oakland Raiders. Don Chandler gets the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. We're just about set for action here in the second Super Bowl game. The Green Bay Packers, defending champions. The Oakland Raiders, the champions of the AFL, the challengers. Chandler moves forward. The kick is in the air, and it's going to come down to Todd at the 5, up to the 10, the 15, the 20. Swings to the outside, the 25, to about the 27-yard line. Before he is brought down, it was Jim Flanagan moving downfield to head up the tacklers along with John Rouser. Ball is spotted down at the Oakland Raiders 27.5-yard line. And it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders. They go back in the huddle, move out now. Daryle Lamonica, the quarterback, sends Biletnikoff wide to the right as the flanker. Split is Bill Miller on the left side. And the handoff goes to Hurett Dixon. And Dixon is upended right at the line of scrimmage by Ray Nitschke along with Willie Wood. Nitschke met him first. He flipped forward and gained about a half a yard up to the 28-yard line on the opening play from scrimmage here in the Super Bowl game. So it is now second down, 9 yards to go. And the Raiders break out of the huddle. Jim Otto, the Wausau, Wisconsin boy, leads them up to the line of scrimmage, wearing his double O, gets over the ball. Daryle Lamonica begins the countdown. Takes the ball. He's rolling out to the right side to throw his first pass of the game, and he fires it long, and it is incomplete over at the 40-yard line at the far side of the field. Broken up by Herb Adderley, who was right with the intended receiver, Fred Biletnikoff, and it is now 3rd down and 9 yards to go. 3rd and 9 for the Oakland Raiders, and they go back in the huddle. 75,000 plus here this afternoon. 75,586, I believe, is the official capacity here at the Orange Bowl. Every seat is filled as this game is minutes old now. 3rd and 9. Raiders come up to the line of scrimmage. Strong right. Biletnikoff is the flanker. Again, LaMonica goes back to throw. Drops back, flips a little short one. It is incomplete. Intended for Hewitt Dixon out in the flat. It was thrown a little bit short. He couldn't get his hands on it. And so, on the first series of plays, the Oakland Raiders will be forced to punt, and Mike Eischeid comes in to do the booting. He had a fine average in the AFL this year, kicking 76 times, averaging 44.3 per kick. 13 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the game. Tom Brown and Willie Wood go deep for the Green Bay Packers. There's the snap. Eischeid gets the kick away, and it's a good one angling over toward this sideline. Willie Wood takes it and steps out of bounds at the Green Bay Packer 33-yard line. So it is first down and 10 now for the Packers at their own 33-yard line. And we're ready for action as the Green Bay Packer offensive unit moves onto the field. That was a 39-yard punt by Mike Eischeid. Dowler, Skoronsky, Gillingham, Bowman, Kramer, Gregg, and Fleming across the front line. Starr, Anderson, Mercine in the backfield. Carroll Dale is the flanker. Starr takes the team to the line, checks over that defense. Linebacks are stunning. There's the handoff, and it goes to Donnie Anderson. He tries the right side, moves across the 35-yard line up to the 38 before he is stopped by Bill Lasky, the left side linebacker, who moved up to make the tackle. Ball is between the 38 and the 39-yard line. So it is second down and 5 to go for the Green Bay Packers. 2nd and 5. The linebacking core of these Oakland Raiders are rated as their top defensive strength. There's a handoff, goes to Ben Wilson. Wilson tries to go the left side, crosses the 40-yard line to the 41, and is dropped by Willie Brown, coming up to make the tackle from his right corner position. And Ben Wilson is starting at fullback. We gave you Chuck Mercine as the starter at that spot, but it's Big Ben. There was a gain on that play of a little better than a yard. 2 yards, and it is third down and 3 to go. Packers come out of the huddle now, move up to the line of scrimmage. Raider defense digs in. Gus Otto, the right side linebacker, moves right up onto the line of scrimmage. Starr counting off. Long count, takes the snap. The handoff goes to Donnie Anderson. Straight ahead smash up to the 45, the 45.5-yard line before Ben Davidson brings him down for the Oakland Raiders. And the Green Bay Packers have moved to a first down in 3 plays, all on the ground, just across their own 45-yard line. The ball nosing up to the 46, and it's 1st and 10 for the Packers at that point. Starr takes the team back in the huddle. Beautiful day in Miami. Yesterday, very cloudy, very foggy. But today, the sun broke through early in the morning. It's been with us most of the day. Bowman over the ball at center. Strong right for the Packers. Carroll Dale is the flanker. Starr takes the ball, goes back to throw his first pass. Fires one, is complete out on the flat at the 50-yard line. Inside the 50, into Raider territory to Carroll Dale. Pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line, right down in front of our broadcast booth. There's a flag on the play, however. Packers managed to pick up close to 10 yards on the play. But with the flag, we'll see what's going to happen. Looks like a penalty coming up against the Oakland Raiders. It's declined by the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers take the gain on the play, moving the ball down very close to the Oakland 45-yard line. The tackle was made by Kent McLuhan and Warren Powers. It is second down and a yard to go for the Packers, just short of the Oakland 45-yard line. Here they come up to the line of scrimmage. Bowman over the ball. Strong left. Carroll Dale the flanker. The handoff goes to Big Ben Wilson. He is hit, bounces off the pile, moves to his right, tears away from another tackler, makes it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a fumble on the play, and the Oakland Raiders recover, but the whistle had blown the play dead. The whistle had blown the play dead before that fumble was recovered. It is very close to a first down territory. There was no hole at the center of the line. Ben Wilson spun off the mass of humanity there, rolled out to the right side, was nailed behind the line of scrimmage, tore loose from that tackler, and made it up to the Oakland 44-yard line before he was dropped, and it's a first down for the Green Bay Packers by a couple of inches. 1st and 10, Green Bay on the Oakland 44-yard line. Almost a fumble there, but it occurred after the whistle blew, and the Packers come up to the line of scrimmage. Bowman over the ball at center. Again, they're strong left with Carroll Dale the flanker. Boyd Dowler is not split on the right side. Running backs divided behind Bart Starr. Again, Oakland jumps offside. Flag on the play. The handoff to Ben Wilson. He picks up a yard. Going over right tackle. Dan Connors, the middle linebacker, tripped him up. Flags all over the place. And the Packers, since they gained just a yard on the play, will undoubtedly take the 5 yards here, unless the Oakland Raiders were drawn offside. But the penalties being marched off against Oakland down to the 39-yard line, and it will be 1st down and 5 for the Packers. That's the second offside penalty against the Raiders. The first one refused by the Packers. Bart Starr crossing them up with a long count. Clock shows 10 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the first quarter of this game. No scores yet. The Packers, with the football for the first time, have moved to 2 first downs. Now it's 1st and 5. And the fake handoff by Bart Starr goes to the left side, fires a pass. It is complete to Marv Fleming, the tight end, who is out of bounds at the far side of the field at the 31-yard line. Pick up on the play of 8 yards, good enough. Very close to the 1st down for the Green Bay Packers. And now the chains are being moved. It is a 1st down for the Packers, as Bart Starr throws his second pass and completes his second pass. Warren Powers pushed Fleming out of bounds over at the far side of the field. Packers now on the Oakland 31-yard line, and they have marched from their own 33 in 6 plays. Here they are, out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Carroll Dale flanked to the right side. Starr goes back to throw, lofts one out to the right side, and it is incomplete. Pass was way overthrown, intended for Carroll Dale, and I have a hunch that Bart Starr, when he saw him covered and saw a rush coming in, just figured to fire that one so that nobody could intercept it. And it will now be 2nd down and 10 for the Packers at the Oakland 31-yard line. Clock shows 10 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Kent McLuhan was on the intended receiver. McLuhan is the left corner man for the Oakland Raiders. Ball is at the Oakland 31-yard line. Packers back in the huddle. Now they come out to the line of scrimmage. Marv Fleming tight on the right side. Carroll Dale is flanked out about 10-12 yards. Boyd Dollar split on the left side. Starr counting down, takes the ball, hands off to Donnie Anderson. He slips behind the line of scrimmage and is held down by Dan Birdwell, the big left tackle, 6'4", 250-pounder. Donnie Anderson tried the slant to the right side, slipped, and was held down by Birdwell. So there's a loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd and 11 for the Green Bay Packers at the Oakland Raiders 32-yard line. 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Now Bart Starr has to come up with the big play here. They want to go for the touchdown, otherwise the field goal unit will move on. Oakland defense digs in. Starr goes back to throw on 3rd down. Fires one right up the middle. It was partially deflected and incomplete. It was intended for Marv Fleming. And right there to cover it was Bill Lasky, and we understand that this is what the Oakland linebackers do very well, is that they drop back into the hook zone to protect against the short pass. Ben Davidson put a good rush on Bart Starr and actually deflected that pass. So the ball is at the Oakland 32-yard line. The field goal unit moves on for the Green Bay Packers, and it will be Don Chandler attempting a field goal from the 39-yard line with Bart Starr holding. Angle to the right. The kick is up. It is good. Splits the uprights, and the Green Bay Packers draw first blood, taking a 3-0 lead over the Oakland Raiders with 9:53 remaining in the first quarter. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
A.J. Foyt, Parnelli Jones, Mario Andretti. Just about all the great racing champions keep their cars running smoother, longer with STP oil treatment. STP makes the difference. STP is the racer's edge.
STP is the racer's edge.
STP makes the difference in your car, too, especially in ice-cold weather. STP's concentrated formula clings to engine parts, so you get all the lubrication you need for quick, sure winter starts.
STP is the racer's edge.
Have your service station crew add STP to your oil. STP helps take the grind out of winter starting. STP is like antifreeze for your oil. STP is the racer's edge.
STP is the racer's edge.
Don Chandler has the ball teed up. Grayson and Todd deep for the Oakland Raiders. Chandler gets the kick away. It's a short one, bouncing to one of the short men. Can't handle it, picks it up, flips it back to Grayson now. Moves to the 20-yard line, tears away from one tackler, cuts at midfield, moves up ahead to the 25-yard line, and is finally stopped. Bob Long moving in to make the tackle for the Green Bay Packers, right at the 25-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Oakland Raiders. Raiders at their own 25. The short man on that play was Dave Kasurik, former University of Wisconsin player. He flipped it back to Grayson, and Grayson moved ahead to the 25-yard line. Here come the Raiders for their second series from scrimmage. LaMonica has the team set in a strong right. The handoff goes to Banaszak. Sweep to the left side. He's across the line of scrimmage up to the 28 to the 29-yard line. And it's Willie Wood and Bob Jeter forcing him out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. Pete Banaszak carrying the ball for the Oakland Raiders. They move it in, spot it down between the 28 and the 29-yard line, very close to the 29-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders at their own 29, and that was the first time that Banaszak has carried the ball this afternoon. Raiders come out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Strong right, but Cannon is playing the tight end on the left side. There goes LaMonica, back to throw, sets up in the pocket, fires. It is complete to Bill Miller at the 39-yard line. He's tackled immediately by Willie Wood, Ray Nitschke, Dave Robinson, and Tom Brown. All 4 of them on there. But the pass was complete for the first down for the Oakland Raiders at their own 38-yard line. The officials move it in, place it at the hash marks at the far side of the field. 1st and 10, and that is the first down of the game for the Raiders. It came with about 8 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Green Bay Packers out in front by a score of 3-0. Here the Raiders out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. LaMonica checking over that Packer defense. Strong left this time. The handoff goes to Hewitt Dixon, the big fullback, and he busts across the 40-yard line to about the 42 before he's met and thrown back by Tom Brown, Dave Robinson, Ron Kostelnik. In on the tackle, Ray Nitschke also getting up from the pile. They give him his forward progress to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 3. Call it 4, and it's 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6 for the Oakland Raiders. LaMonica breaks the huddle. Jim Otto leads the line up to the line of scrimmage. Miller is flanked this time. They go into a double wing with a slot, and Miller is in the slot. Quick pitch out to Dixon. He tries the left side, makes it to the line of scrimmage, perhaps a yard further, is hit by Leroy Caffey, bounces back, and then is nailed by Tom Brown and Willie Wood coming up from the deep safety position to help out on that tackle. Dixon really bounced off Leroy Caffey. The ball is just about at the 43-yard line. It's not been brought into the hash marks as yet. There was a flag on the play right at the point of tackle, and we've got a penalty coming up against the Oakland Raiders. It will be a 15-yarder against the Oakland Raiders. Personal foul, clipping penalty called against the Raiders. Moves the ball back to the 26-yard line. So they had started to move just a little bit and now find themselves penalized back almost to the original line of scrimmage. And it is 2nd down for the Oakland Raiders with 21 yards to go. Here they are out of the huddle. LaMonica has the team at the line. Strong right this time. Fakes a handoff, rolls out to the left side to throw, fires one up the middle. It is incomplete. It was intended for Bill Miller. There was a flag on the play, and I think we've had an interference call against the Green Bay Packers. Interference call against Willie Wood at the 37-yard line, and that will be an automatic first down. That will be a first down for the Oakland Raiders at the Green Bay Packer, or rather at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
You're listening to WTMJ, the Milwaukee Journal station, where you've enjoyed Green Bay Packer football games all season long.
Long count, Darryl LaMonica finally takes the snap. Hands off to Dixon. Dixon finds the hole on the right side, crosses the 40 to the 41-yard line. And he is nailed over at the far side of the field, outside the hash marks by Ray Nitschke. Moving over from his middle linebacker position to make the stop. The ball is spotted down 1 ball length ahead of the 41-yard line. So there's a pickup of a little better than 3 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7 for the Oakland Raiders, just over their own 41-yard line. They have controlled the ball now for 5 plays and have moved to 2 first downs against the Green Bay Packers. Packers out in front by a score of 3-0 midway through the first quarter of action. Came on a 39-yard field goal by Chandler. LaMonica takes. Goes back to throw, gets the pass away. It is complete to Bill Miller. Very close to midfield, and he goes into Packer territory down to the 46-yard line before he was stopped by Willie Wood. And Darryl LaMonica spotted his split end, Bill Miller, 190-pounder who went to school here at Miami. And again, the Raiders move to a first down, and for the first time this afternoon, they've moved the ball into Packer territory. On the season, Miller caught 38 passes for 537 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's known as having a good pair of hands. Ball is at the Green Bay 46.5-yard line. Otto over the ball at center. LaMonica begins the count. Gives off to Dixon. Sweep to the left side, and he is hit and dumped hard by Lionel Aldridge, Leroy Caffey, and Willie Wood. Right at the line of scrimmage. He may have picked up about the length of a football, but he was hit very, very hard. Wait a minute. He lost a yard and a half on the play. So it is second down and about 11 and a half to go for the Oakland Raiders at the Green Bay 48-yard line. LaMonica takes the team back in the huddle. Now they come out. Backs divided behind LaMonica. Strong right. Banaszak moves up into a slot on the left side now. Fake handoff to Dixon. LaMonica is being chased. He rolls out to the right side. Gets the pass away. Incomplete over at the far side of the field. The pass was intended for Banaszak. It was broken up by Willie Wood. And I'll tell you one thing that Mr. LaMonica is getting this afternoon, and that is pretty good protection back there. Willie Davis broke through, made him roll out of the pocket to the right side, and one of the defenders, Harry Shue, came back and threw a good block at Willie Davis that cleaned him out of the way, and LaMonica had plenty of time to get that pass away. So far, neither quarterback has been dumped for a loss attempting to throw. So it's third down now, 12 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders at the Green Bay 48-yard line. LaMonica moves the team up to the line of scrimmage. Deuce backfield as he begins the count. The strength is to the right side. Takes the ball, goes back to throw, lofts a pass out to the right. It is incomplete, way over the head of the intended receiver, Hurrid Dixon. He was all alone, but LaMonica was forced to hurry that pass as again Willie Davis put on the good rush, along with Lionel Aldridge and Ron Kostelnik. So the ball is at the 48-yard line of the Packers, and the Oakland Raiders will be forced to punt. Mike Eyeshide moving into the lineup once again. Deep for the Packers, Tom Brown and Willie Wood. Raiders move to 3 first downs on this, their second series of plays. There's the snap. Eyeshide gets the kick away. It's a beautiful long punt angling toward this sideline. It is bouncing, and it's going to be down by the Oakland Raiders at the 3-yard line. A beautiful kick by Mike Eyeshide, a 45-yarder with no possibility of return. He punted that one almost to the coffin corner, if you can dig up a phrase from the past. Down at the 3-yard line. It would have gone out of bounds before it went into the end zone. I believe that we have had time called down on the field. Yes, we have. The score is 3-0. The Green Bay Packers out in front. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
I noticed you're wearing something around your neck.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
It looks like a bottle of Coca-Cola. What is it?
A bottle of Coca-Cola.
Yeah? That's funny. That's what it looked like. Why are you wearing it around your neck?
Well, I find a bottle of Coca-Cola helps me meet people. It's a conversation piece.
You know, that's true. It really is a conversation piece. I mean, it started us talking.
Well, it certainly did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ice Cold Coca-Cola has the taste your family never gets tired of. It refreshes everybody, every time. So pick up extra cartons for extra refreshment. Your family will appreciate it because things just seem to go better with plenty of Coke around. Coke after Coke after Coke. And that means plenty of cartons next time you shop. You don't want to get caught short.
Green Bay Packers move up the line of scrimmage, their own 3-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Starr takes the ball, hands off to Donnie Anderson, breaks through a hole on the right side, moves up to the 10-yard line, is tackled by Howie Williams, who moved up from his left safety position. Williams is in the lineup, replacing Warren Powers at left safety. Williams, a former Green Bay Packer, 6'1", 186 pounds in his 6th season from Howard University. There's a pickup of 7 yards on the play, and it's 2nd down and 3 for the Packers. They're out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Carroll Dale is flanked to the left side now. Marv Fleming tight over on the left side. Boyd Dollar is not split at all on the right side. Starr takes the ball, hands off to Anderson. This time he slants to the left side and moves close to first down territory to about the 13-yard line. And it was Carlton Oates, Gus Otto moving in to make the tackle, along with Bill Lasky for the Oakland Raiders. Ball is Good enough for a first down. It's across the 13-yard line, and the Packers in 2 running plays move to a first down. 4 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of action. The Packers are out in front by a score of 3-0. Here they come out of the huddle, up the line of scrimmage. Ken Bowman over the ball at center. Starr takes the ball, goes back to throw on first down, flips out to the left side. It is complete to Carroll Dale, makes the loop. He's at the 30-yard line and is pushed out of bounds over at the far side of the field by Willie Brown. He took the ball at about the 25-yard line, made a couple of yards further, was pushed out of bounds just across the 30-yard line, and the Packers have another first down. Took them 3 plays to move from their own 3-yard line up to their 30-yard line. And Bart Starr has begun to work on the Oakland Raiders cornerbacks, Willie Brown and Kent McLuhan. That pass to the left side tested Brown. And you might say on that particular play, he failed the test. Starr hands off to Ben Wilson, tries the left side. He smashes across the 35-yard line to the 37. He was tripped up, first of all, by Dan Connors, and then held down by Big Ben Davidson. But he managed to move forward for about 5-6 yards on the play. It's second down and 4 yards to go for the Packers at their own 36-yard line. 2nd and 4. Here they come out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage. Oakland defense digs in. Once again, Gus Otto, the right side linebacker, moves up into the line of scrimmage. There's the handoff, and it goes to Donnie Anderson. Smashes up the middle and is nailed by Dan Connors right about the 40-yard line, just a little bit across it. And we'll have an official timeout here for a measurement. Shane Gang is going out onto the field. Next time you need oil, every time you change oil, tell your serviceman to add STP oil treatment. STP is the racer's edge that cuts friction in your engine while winning the Cold War. And the Packers have themselves a first down on that short plunge by Donnie Anderson. They've moved to 3 straight first downs from their own 3-yard line. Howie Williams has now moved over to take the left safety position. Warren Powers back in the game, but Dave Grayson is out of the lineup now. Clock shows 3 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the first period of play. The Packers lead 3-0, and they're on the move again, with the first down just barely across their own 40-yard line. Bowman leads the team up to the line of scrimmage, gets over the ball at center. Carroll Dale is flanked to the left side. Bart Starr begins the count, goes back, fires a short one up the middle. It is incomplete. Marv Fleming had it, could not hang on to it. He was juggling the football across the 45-yard line. He was nailed by the middle linebacker, Dan Connors, and I believe that Connors was hurt. No, check that. It was Warren Powers coming up to make that tackle, who was hurt, really shaken up as he threw a vicious tackle into Marv Fleming. But Fleming, of course, is 6'4", 235 pounds, and Powers is 6 feet tall, 190 pounds. And Fleming had up a full head of steam when he smashed into Warren Powers, and Powers came off the worst in the encounter. He's still down, and they have taken timeout, an official timeout, to work him over just a little bit, see what kind of shape he's in. Green Bay Packers drew first blood on a 39-yard field goal by Don Chandler. That came with 9 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter of action. On the ensuing kickoff, the Oakland Raiders got a little bit of a drive started from their own 25-yard line. They moved into Packer territory before the Packer defense forced them to punt. The punt was down at the Packer 3-yard line. Green Bay took over, and now in 6 plays, they have moved the ball up to about their own 40-yard line. Powers shaken up, is being helped off the field now. Roger Byrd goes in to replace him at left safety. So we've got Roger Byrd and Howie Williams at safety now for the Oakland Raiders. Neither one of them started at those positions. Byrd is 5'11", 195 pounds. In his second season from Kentucky, he intercepted 2 passes during, or rather 1 pass during the 1967 season for the Raiders. Raiders' defensive backfield and linebackers intercepted 31 passes all told during the season. We have 3 minutes and 1 second remaining in the first quarter. Ready for more action now as the Packers go back into the huddle. Here they come up to the line of scrimmage. Bowman over the ball at center. Bart Starr checks the Raider defense. Second down 10, takes the ball, moves back to throw, and he's being blitzed. Rolls out to the left side, gets away from the tackler. He's going to run with it. He's at the 45, the 50, into Oakland territory, and dodges the tackler and goes to the ground, very close to the Oakland 45-yard line. Bill Waskey was the man who made the dive for him, but Bart Starr just ran for a first down for the Green Bay Packers. They really blitzed on him, and he moved out of that pocket and ran very well. The ball is at the Oakland 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for Green Bay. That is 7 first downs now for the Packers, 5 by rushing, 2 by passing, and Bart Starr has thrown 6 passes, completed 3 of them for 45 yards. He was just forced to run off a passing situation. Well, he moved for the first down. Starr takes, hands off to Ben Wilson, smashes up the middle, down to the 40, the 39-yard line before Dan Connors trips him up, throwing a rolling block into Big Ben. Ball is spotted down at the Oakland 39-yard line. Pick up on the play of 6 yards at 2nd down and 4. And the Packers seem to be able to move pretty well at will on the ground against these Oakland Raiders. Here they are out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Again, they go strong right. Carroll Dale's the flanker. That puts him up against Kent McLuhan, the right cornerback. 2nd down and 4. Starr checks over the defense, takes the snap, hands off to Donnie Anderson, slant to the right side, and Anderson moves it down to the 35-yard line. That should be very close to a first down. Ike Lassiter, the defensive left end, makes the stop for the Oakland Raiders. From here, it's going to be just a little bit short of a first down, less than a yard. It is 3rd down and less than a yard for the Packers. Clock shows 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining, and the clock is running. We're in the first period of play with the score, the Green Bay Packers 3, the Oakland Raiders nothing, and the Packers are on the prowl. They move up to the line of scrimmage. Bowman gets over the ball. Carroll Dale is right up at the line on the left side. Just split out a couple of yards. The handoff goes to Donnie Anderson. He shoots for the first down. It's going to be very close, but I think he went across that 35-yard line, and it was Gus Otto who made the stop for the Oakland Raiders. We'll have an official timeout now for a measurement. Packers are shooting for that first down. The ball is spotted right down at the 35-yard line. Here comes the chain gang. Chains are stretched out. It's going to be short by an inch. Short by an inch, and we'll see what happens now. With 4th down and an inch to go, Packers are not sending in the field goal unit. They're going to go for it. Tom Keating moves into the lineup, replacing Carl Oates for the Oakland Raiders at right tackle. Keating is 6'2", 247-pounder from Michigan in his 4th season. Here the Packers up to the line of scrimmage. Bowman over the ball. 4th and an inch at the 35-yard line of the Raiders. The handoff to Ben Wilson. He's got the first down all the way down to the 32-yard line. And it was Howie Williams along with Willie Brown making the stop for the Oakland Raiders. The hole was there on the left side of the line, and Wilson went through it like a runaway truck. Ball is at the 32-yard line of the Raiders. It is 1st and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Clock is running. Packers move out of the huddle up the line of scrimmage with 5 seconds to go. We may not see this play run off here in the first quarter. There's the gun sounding the end of the first period of play. And the score at the end of the first quarter, the Green Bay Packers 3, the Oakland Raiders nothing.
Your Admiral dealer has great savings on everything, from transistor radios to a big 20 cubic foot Admiral duplex freezer refrigerator with features like automatic door closers and no defrosting.
So as the second quarter of play opens, the ball is on the Oakland Raiders 32-yard line. It is first down and 10 yards to go for the Green Bay Packers, and in the first quarter, the Packers probed to see how their ground offense would go, and they seem to have found that they can run pretty well against the Raiders. Nothing big, nothing spectacular, but they moved for 4 and 5 yards at a clip when they had to. Here's Starr going back to pass on first down. Fires out to the left side. It's complete to Donnie Anderson. At the 27-yard line, he's pushed out of bounds at the 25 by Gus Otto, the right side linebacker. The officials bring the ball into the hash marks, and they will spot it down right at the 25-yard line. There was a 7-yard pickup on the play, and it's 2nd down and 3 yards to go for the Green Bay Packers at the Oakland 25-yard line. Bart Starr is now 4 out of 7 in the passing department for 52 yards. Here's Green Bay up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, 3. Starr checks the Raider defense. Raiders stunning. Starr takes it, hands off to Ben Wilson, goes to the left side. He's inside the 20, the 15, to the 13-yard line. And he was tripped up by Willie Brown and finally held down by Howie Williams. So, Big Ben Wilson moves to a first down for the Green Bay Packers. The ball is at the Oakland 14-yard line, just across the 14, and Boyd Dollar threw a very nice block in there to allow Wilson to go through a big hole on the left side on that slant. Ball is just inside the Oakland 14-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for the Packers. That was a 12-yard run by Big Ben. Starr takes the count now. Has the ball, flips to the left side. It is incomplete. Went right through Donnie Anderson's hands, down inside the 15-yard line, close to the 11-yard line. He was well covered by Gus Otto and Willie Brown. So it goes as an incomplete pass, and it's second down 10 for the Packers, just barely inside the Oakland 14-yard line. Well downfield on the play was Boyd Dollar, all the way into the end zone. So is Carroll Dale over on the other side. Both of them took a little extra time getting back into the huddle. Starr calls the play. Now they break out. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr sends Carroll Dale very wide to the right as the flanker. Back slanted to the left behind Bart. He fakes a handoff. Back to throw. He's being chased, and he's going to be dumped. Back at the 26-yard line, Dan Connors, along with Tom Keating, nailed Bart back there. Dan Birdwell also in that rush, and there was a loss on the play. All the way back to the 24-yard line. That's where the official indicates that the first contact was made, so there's a loss of 10 attempting to pass by Bart Starr. Dan Connors, the middle linebacker, really blew in there, red dogging. And it is now third down and 20 for the Packers at the Oakland 24-yard line. Well, we'll see if Barr gets mad enough to get those 10 yards back plus here on a third down situation. He calls the play. The Packers break out of the huddle, move up to the line. Again, Carroll Dale goes wide to the right. Fleming is in fairly tight on the right side. Boyd Dollar on the short side of the field is split out about 4 yards. Starr takes the ball, goes back to throw, gets the protection this time, fires up the middle. It is complete to Fleming inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 12. Howie Williams moves up to make the tackle on Marv Fleming. Ball is spotted at the 13-yard line. The Packer field goal unit moves in, and we'll have about a 20-yard field goal attempt by Don Chandler. The angle is to the right. Chandler will be booting into the wind, although the wind probably will not be too much of a factor on the floor of the Orange Bowl. Bart Starr will be holding. Chandler's pointing out the spot right at the 20-yard line. The flags at the goal line are practically still. There's the boot. It is up in the air. It is good. And the Green Bay Packers take a 6-0 lead on a 20-yard field goal by Don Chandler. That comes with 12 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
This is Rod Mitchell for Thorpe Life Insurance Corporation with a very important question. How long could you afford to be off from work because of sickness or an accident? If your answer is not very long, Thorpe has loss of time insurance that's just right for you. In case of sickness or an accident, your Thorpe loss of time policy pays you until your Social Security takes over. When you suffer a disability, immediate cash is available without red tape or delay. You receive double the income benefit for an automobile accident. And should there be an automobile death, your family receives double the death benefit. No physical exam is required. For peace of mind for yourself and family, get complete details now on Thorpe's loss of time insurance. Write to Thorpe Life Insurance Corporation, Box E, Thorpe, Wisconsin.
Chandler has the ball teed up. Todd and Grayson deep for the Raiders. There's the kick, very high. Grayson taking it at the 3-yard line, up to the 10, to the 15, goes to the outside, to the 20, to the 25, and snowed under at about the 26-yard line. Making initial contact was Tommy Crutcher for the Green Bay Packers. And I believe John Rouser was also over there to help out with the tackle. The officials bring the ball in, spot it down at the hash marks, and it will be put down at the 26.5-yard line of the Oakland Raiders. 23-yard return by Grayson. Now the Raiders come up the line of scrimmage. LaMonica has them set. It's a strong left. There's the handoff. It goes to Banaszak. Sweep to the right side. He makes it to the line of scrimmage and is hit by Tom Brown, moving up to fill beautifully After he was hit by Brown, he bounced forward. We'll see where they mark his forward progress. Across the 27, so there's a pickup of a yard on the play by Pete Banaszak of Crivets, Wisconsin, who played his football here at the University of Miami. 2nd down and 9 for the Raiders. The ball just across their own 27-yard line. This is Ted Moore from the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida, on a beautiful Sunday afternoon down here, hoping that you're enjoying the broadcast of the game. There's LaMonica taking the ball, rolls out to the right side to throw, fires the pass. It is incomplete. It was intended for Fred Biletnikoff, the flanker, down at the 35-yard line. He was very well covered by Herb Adderley. So it's 3rd down and 9 for the Oakland Raiders, just across their own 27-yard line. At halftime, Chuck Johnson will be here. Pete Rozelle, the commissioner of the National Football League, will be his first guest. And we hope that Norb Hecker will be able to make his way up to the press box to also be on with us at halftime. Hecker, the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons and former assistant with the Green Bay Packers. Jim Otto over the ball at center. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. LaMonica goes back to throw. And he is going to be hit and dumped. Ron Kostelnik put on the big rush. And Darryl LaMonica, getting away from him, was hit by Willie Davis and dumped back at the 19-yard line. So that's the first time that he has been thrown attempting to pass this afternoon. It came at an opportune moment for the Packer defense. The ball is at the Oakland 19-yard line, and the Raiders will be forced to punt. And this is the 3rd time in the game that the Raiders have had the ball. It's the 3rd time that they've been forced to punt. Willie Wood and Tom Brown deep for the Green Bay Packers. There's the snap to Eischeid. He gets the kick away, and it's a towering spiral, driving Wood back to the Packer 34-yard line. He rolls to the right side after taking it and is nailed at about the 38-yard line. And moving down to make the stop was Larry Todd. That was a 46-yard punt by Eischeid. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go for the Packers. Packers have had the ball in their possession twice, and they have scored on field goals both times. They have not punted in this football game as yet. Here they come up the line of scrimmage. Strong left. Bart Starr back to throw. Pops one up the middle. It's complete to Carroll Dale, and he's going to go. Complete to Boyd Dowler, rather. He takes it at the 35, and he will go in for the touchdown. And Bart Starr, probing on the ground, spotted something, undoubtedly, in the last series of plays, and sending big Boyd Dowler right down the middle in a post pattern. He got between Howie Williams and Roger Byrd, took that perfectly thrown pass, and the Green Bay Packers go a total of 73 yards in one play for the touchdown. Boyd Dowler, after he took that pass, moved to the far sideline in a long lope. He had several steps on Byrd and Williams. There was no question that he was going to go all the way. Don Chandler comes in to attempt the extra point. The Packers are out in front, 12-0. There's the snap. The kick is up. It's good, and the Green Bay Packers lead 13-0. We're in the 2nd quarter of action with 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
Oh, no. The Cold War is on. And you keep blaming your battery when it's probably your motor oil. You see, even all-weather motor oil drains off engine parts and runs down to the oil pan where it stiffens in low temperatures. Then on cold mornings, your engine just doesn't have enough lubrication to turn over. What you really need is STP oil treatment. The same STP champion race car drivers add to their oil to keep their cars running smoother, sharper, longer. STP's extra-rich concentrated formula clings to engine parts no matter how cold it gets. STP winterizes your oil for quick, sure starts. So stop assaulting your battery. Have your service station add STP to your oil. STP is the racer's edge, and your edge in winning the Cold War.
Again, Todd and Grayson go deep for the Oakland Raiders. Don Chandler moves forward to kick off for the Packers, and now have a 13-point bulge, and he boots this one to the goal line. Todd takes it up to the 5, the 10, the 15, to the 20. He is hit at the 22-yard line and twisted to the ground. And moving in to make the stop for the Green Bay Packers was Tommy Crutcher, along with Bob Hyland. So the ball is at the Oakland Raiders' 27-yard line, and it's 1st down and 10 yards to go. 22-yard line is what we should be saying. That's where it is, at the 22. And the Oakland Raiders have been overwhelmed in the statistics department. They have 3 first downs, 2 by passing, 1 by penalty. They've gained a total of 34 yards in this game so far. Packers have gained 127 through the air. LaMonica takes the ball, gives off to Banaszak, and he moves it with the right tackle position across the 25-yard line to the 26. Dave Robinson makes the tackle. Banaszak's momentum carries him forward to about the 27-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. Robinson and Willie Davison on that tackle. It's 2nd down and 5 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders. 2nd and 5. The Green Bay Packers out in front by a score of 13-0. 9 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Raiders as they move up to the line of scrimmage. Otto over the ball. Deuce backfield behind LaMonica. The strength is to the left side where Miller is the flanker. The handoff goes to Banaszak. Again, he tries the middle of the line, and he moves across the 30 to the 31. It will be a little bit short of a first down. Dave Robinson again makes the stop, and we'll have a measurement by the officials now. Maybe a little bit closer to that first down than I figured. Banaszak, who got his opportunity to play when Clem Daniels was injured for these Oakland Raiders, responded very well. He carried 68 times for 376 yards. 5.5 is average. They're about a half a yard short of a first down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
You're listening to WTMJ, the Milwaukee Journal Station, where you've enjoyed Green Bay Packer football games all season long.
3rd down, half a yard to go. We'll see what LaMonica comes up with here. Takes the ball, gives off to his big fullback, Hewritt Dixon, and he breaks loose at the 35-yard line, moves up to the 40. Willie Davis finally makes the stop for the Green Bay Packers, along with Tom Brown. They had him just about at the line of scrimmage, but he broke loose. The hole was there, and he went for 5 more yards. So it is a first down for the Oakland Raiders at their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 8:59 remaining here in the second quarter of action. The Raiders' first assignment, of course, is to get back in this football game. They're 13 points down. They can't afford to give up another score, or they'll be really playing catch-up football. There's LaMonica throwing. The pass is complete to Biletnikoff, the flanker at the 44-yard line. On the comeback pattern, Ray Nitschke makes the stop for the Packers. There was a pickup of 4 yards on the play. Biletnikoff, the flanker, just ran straight ahead, turned around, and took the pass. Herb Adderley was up there along with Ray Nitschke, and they nailed him as soon as he caught it. Gain on the play of 4 makes it 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders at their own 44-yard line. Packer defense digs in. Raiders move up the line of scrimmage. Otto gets over the ball at center. Miller is the flanker on the left side. Biletnikoff spread out a little bit further. And now, Jim Otto raises up, and he says something to the official as an official timeout is called. And I guess they had the wrong ball. They forgot to substitute the AFL football on this last series. Otto finally noticed it. So he called for the different ball. That was an official timeout. And now, now we're ready for more action. Otto gets over the ball at center. LaMonica takes. Drops back to throw, sets up, fires his pass up the middle. It is complete on a very nice catch to Bill Miller in Packer territory at the 40-yard line, and Dave Robinson made the stop. Miller went between Robinson, Adderley, and Brown, made a very nice catch in heavy traffic, and the Raiders have moved to a first down in Packer territory at the Green Bay 40-yard line, and this is their second adventure into Packer territory this afternoon. Green Bay out in front by a score of 13-0, 7 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That more with the Super Bowl broadcast. We hope back there in Wisconsin you're enjoying it. Slot formation now with Miller in the slot between the right tackle and the flanker. LaMonica takes the ball. He's back to throw. Puts one out to the right side. It is incomplete. Hewritt Dixon heard footsteps there. That's the second time. He looked behind him to see who was coming in and missed the football. It was Ron Kostelnik waiting to shake hands with Mr. Dixon to congratulate him if he caught that pass. He didn't. That's the second time that he's heard somebody charging in at him and failed to field the football. So it is 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders at the Green Bay 40-yard line. They go back in the huddle. LaMonica calls the play. Raiders come up to the line of scrimmage. Otto gets over the ball. Miller is in the slot on the left side this time. Billy Cannon, the tight end, on the right side. And there is LaMonica back to throw. He spots his man, fires long. It is complete to Banaszak at the Green Bay 25-yard line. He got outside Leroy Caffey and took that pass. He had to go out of bounds. He could not cut back in, but the Raiders have moved to a first down at the Green Bay 25. 1st and 10. And I suppose that you would have to say the offensive hero for the Oakland Raiders up to this point is the boy from Crivitz, Wisconsin, Pete Banaszak, who's been running well and just caught his first pass of the game. Raiders move up to the line of scrimmage. LaMonica checks the Packer defense. Takes the snap. Hands off to Banaszak. The hold just isn't there, but he manages to squirm inside the 25-yard line down to the 23. And it was Willie Davis who came up with the tackle for the Green Bay Packers with some help from Henry Jordan. But Banaszak managed to squeeze through for about a 2-yard gain, and it's 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders at the Packer 23-yard line. Here they come out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Packer defense deploys. Biletnikoff goes wide to the right, putting him opposite Herb Adderley. Miller is in the slot in between. There's LaMonica back to throw. Flips to the right side, and the pass is complete. Inside the 5-yard line, and going into the touchdown is Bill Miller. And he got behind Herb Adderley and Tom Brown that time and took that pass in the clear inside the 5-yard line and goes in the right corner for the touchdown. And the Oakland Raiders are on the scoreboard with the score 13-6. And George Blanda, the 40-year-old place-kicking expert, will move in to attempt the extra point for the Raiders. A very nice pass play covering 23 yards. LaMonica is holding. There's the snap. Blanda puts it up there. It is good, and the score is 13-7. Green Bay over the Oakland Raiders with the clock showing 6:15 remaining in the second period of play. This is the Green Bay Packer Football Network.
Alice?
Yes, Harold.
Alice, we've been sharing a bottle of Coca-Cola together like this for quite some time now.
Yes, Harold.
And there's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes, Harold.
Alice,
Yes, Harold.
could you drink a little slower?
Ice-cold Coca-Cola. Do you have enough of it at home? Coke is the one that has the taste your family never gets tired of. Anything as deliciously refreshing as Coca-Cola just has to keep disappearing. So stock up on extra cartons of Coke for the family. They'll appreciate it. Things seem to go better with Coke on hand. Coke after Coke after Coke.
Now, for the first time this afternoon, Oakland kicks off to the Packers. We'll see whether or not they boot to the Roadrunner. It is a soft kick. It's going to come down inside the 10, and it's taken by Tommy Crutcher. He tears away from a tackler, moves up to the 15, and is finally thrown out of bounds. The Roadrunner was over there, but Crutcher picked up that football at about the 9-yard line, moved forward, and Dwayne Benson, reserve linebacker, dropped him at the Green Bay 14.5-yard line. First down and 10 for the Packers. Travis Williams remains in the game at running back for the Packers. It's 1st and 10, Green Bay at their own 14. Ben Wilson stays in at fullback. Williams at halfback. 13-7, the Packers out in front of Oakland. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr takes it, gives off to Wilson. Slant to the right side. He is hit at the line of scrimmage and pushed out of bounds by Dan Connors, the middle linebacker. No gain on the play, and that touchdown has given this Oakland Raider team quite a lift. No question about that. The defense really swarmed on that play. There was a loss of about a half a yard, actually, and it's 2nd down, a little better than 10 for the Packers. They're inside their own 14-yard line. Starr kneeling at about the 3-yard line with the Packers huddled around him, ready to call the play. 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Green Bay 13, the Oakland Raiders 7 in the Super Bowl game from Miami's Orange Bowl. Strong right, the formation. Carroll Dale is the flanker. Starr has the back slanted to left behind him. Takes the ball, drops back to throw. And he's going to be dumped back on the 4-yard line, and pouring through there was Tom Keating, the big right tackle. And for the second time this afternoon, Bart Starr is unceremoniously tossed for a loss by this fired-up Oakland Raiders defense. And he has now lost a total of 19 yards attempting to pass. The ball was spotted down at the 5-yard line of the Packers. So it is 3rd down. And the Green Bay Packers now have 20 yards to go, or 19, let's call it. 3rd and 19. They huddle in the end zone and move out to the line of scrimmage. Starr checks over that defense. Linebackers continually move around for these Oakland Raiders. Starr takes the snap, hands off to Ben Wilson, sweep to the left side. He is nailed at the 7-yard line. And going in there was Tom Keating along with Bill Lasky. And Keating, who did not start the game, limps off the field favoring his right ankle, but he has played tremendously since he's been in there on defense. Played very good. And listen to this crowd. There's no question that most of the fans who are not from Wisconsin down here this afternoon are partisan for the Oakland Raiders. And for the first time this afternoon, the Packers will be forced to punt. The ball on their own 7-yard line where it's 4th down and 17. And deep for the Oakland Raiders, we have Warren Wells along with Roger Byrd. Anderson standing deep in the goal end zone to take the pass, gets off a high kick coming down to Wells at the 50-yard line, moves to the 45, and is finally bulldozed to the ground at the 40-yard line by John Rouser. Rouser got his hands on him almost as soon as he caught that ball, but Byrd refused to go down, and Rouser just finally rode him to the ground at the 40-yard line. It was a 43-yard kick and a 10-yard return. And the Oakland Raiders own the football at the Packer 40-yard line. And listen to this crowd. They're shouting for the Raiders now. It's 13-7. Green Bay. Out in front. Otto over the ball. LaMonica takes the snap. Hands off to Banaszak. Sweep to the right side. He goes to the line of scrimmage and then is nailed from behind by Ray Nitschke with some help from Dave Robinson. He fell forward after the tackle for a yard, but they bring the ball into the hash marks, spotted down just inside the 40, so he picked up about the length of a football, and it's 2nd down, better than 9 yards to go for the Raiders. They're back in the huddle. 13-7, the Packers out in front, 3 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Here in the first half. They're out of the huddle up the line of scrimmage. Miller in the slot. On the left side. LaMonica on the draw play. Hands off to Dixon. He can't go up the middle. Tries the left side. Is met at the line of scrimmage, and he is dumped. Henry Jordan made the final tackle on him. Nitschke met him head on over at the right side. Leroy Caffey also, and Caffey is jogging off the field now. May have been a little bit shaken up on that play. Tommy Crutcher comes in to replace him at right side linebacker for the Packers. 3rd down and 9 yards to go for the Oakland Raiders at the Green Bay 39-yard line. Passing situation. Cannon goes to the left side. Miller in the slot, a yard back on the right side, inside Biletnikoff. LaMonica takes the ball, goes back to throw, pumps one up the middle, and the pass is incomplete. It was intended for Bill Miller or Hewitt Dixon. Both of them were out there. Ball's incomplete. And let's see, Big George Blanda, the 40-year-old place-kicking specialist, is moving out on the field. We will have about a 46-yard field goal attempt, head on to the goal post, and Blanda is one of the fine, very fine place kickers. He will attempt it from the 47-yard line. He is head on. There's the snap. The kick is up. It is going to be short, taken by Willie Wood at the 2. He moves to the 5, going to his right, cuts back to left, and he's going to be nailed. Back at the 7-yard line, and that was just as good as a punt for the Oakland Raiders. Ball goes to the 7-yard line, and the Packers take over 1st and 10. Dave Kosurik was down there to make the tackle for the Raiders. Well, the Packers move the ball out of the shadow of their own goal post one other time, taking over on the 3-yard line, and they move to a field goal on that drive. Let's see what they can do, taking over at their own 7-yard line. Travis Williams, Ben Wilson in the backfield for the Packers. Bart Starr brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. The strong left with Carroll Dale, the flanker. The handoff goes to Travis Williams. He hits the middle, and he is dumped at the 9-yard line by Dan Connors. The middle linebacker was right there when the hole opened up. Pick up on the play of a couple of yards, a little better than that. They give him his forward progress just short of the 10-yard line. And we'll call it 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Packers. And we're getting the 2-minute warning to both benches now. All engines run better, last longer with STP oil treatment. STP is the racer's edge for cutting down winter driving problems. Add STP to your engine oil today. It's the best engine insurance that money can buy. Well, let's take a look at some of the statistics for you now. Bart Starr has thrown 10 passes, completed 6 of them for 127 yards and 1 touchdown. He's lost 19 yards attempting to pass. That comes off the total, so it would be 108 yards net. Packers have picked up 75 yards rushing on the ground. Ben Wilson, the leading ground gainer, 9 carries for 37 yards. Anderson, 7 carries for 21 yards. Over on the other side, Darryl LaMonica has had a 50% day passing. He has thrown 12 times, completed 6 for 80 yards, and 1 touchdown. He's been thrown once attempting to pass, losing 8 yards. 52 would be his net. Leading ground gainer for the Raiders is Banaszak. Pete Banaszak carried 6 times for 17 yards. Hewitt Dixon, the other running back, has carried 7 times for 15 yards. Leading receiver in the game for the Raiders is Bill Miller. 4 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown. For the Packers, Boyd Dollar has caught 1 pass for 63 yards and a TD. Here are the Packers out of the huddle. 2 minutes to go. It is 2nd down and 7 for the Packers at their own 10-yard line. Green Bay leading 13-7 over the Oakland Raiders in the Super Bowl. There's the handoff to Travis Williams. Cuts back over the left side and tries to go to the outside. Slips and falls at the 15-yard line. Howie Williams holds him down. Boy, and the crowd was at the edge of the collective seats for that one, because if Williams had been able to make that cut, he might have been able to swing to the outside, and once he sees a little bit of daylight, he can go. Ball is at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Packers break out of the huddle, move up the line of scrimmage. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr checks the defense, calls the play. Hands off to Williams, and he goes to the right side and is stopped before he gets to first down territory by Dan Connors, who blitzed in there and caught him from behind before he got past the line of scrimmage, and the Packers will be forced to punt. Howie Williams also came up to help out on that tackle. So for the 2nd time this afternoon, the Green Bay Packers are being forced to punt. Ball is at their 16-yard line, where it is 4th down and a yard to go. There's 57 seconds remaining in the first half of this game. Last year against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Green Bay Packers took a 14-10 lead into the locker room with them at halftime. Right now they're out in front of these Oakland Raiders 13-7. Final minute of the first half. Warren Wells is deep, along with Roger Bird. There is the punt. Roger Bird takes it and fumbles at the Raiders' 46-yard line, and Chuck Mercine is down there to recover for the Green Bay Packers. Roger Bird, one of the fine punt return men in the AFL, fumbled that high kick of Donnie Anderson at his own 45-yard line, and Chuck Mercine fell on it for the Green Bay Packers. That was a 44-yard punt. So the Packers offensive unit comes in, taking over 1st and 10 at the Raiders' 45-yard line. There's an official timeout on the field with 23 seconds remaining in the first half of play. You know, ice-cold Coca-Cola has the taste that your family never gets tired of. That's why things go better with Coke after Coke. Next time you shop, pick up a carton. Coca-Cola, always refreshing. Well, Chuck Johnson has moved into the broadcast booth. As we told you, his guest at halftime will be NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle. And we also hope to have Norb Hecker, head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, with us. Norb, a former assistant coach at Green Bay. Marv Fleming went out of the lineup. Max McGee moves in for the Green Bay Packers. So they've got their flying ends in there now, if you want to call them that. Fleming is out. And with 23 seconds remaining, Starr will be throwing long here, trying to get the quick one before the end of the first half. Oakland defense digs in. Bowman over the ball. Starr takes. Drops back to throw. He's being rushed and gets away from one tackler. Fires long, and it's almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Howie Williams. The pass was intended for Max McGee down at the 20-yard line. And Williams almost picked that one off. And he's a little bit disgusted with himself. A good rush put on by the Oakland Raiders against Bart Starr. And it is 2nd down. 10 yards to go for the Packers at the Raiders' 45-yard line, with 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. Packers out in front, 13-7 over the Oakland Raiders. Green Bay scoring on a 39 and a 20-yard field goal by Chandler, and a 63-yard pass from Starr to Dollar. The Raiders came back with a 23-yard scoring touchdown play from LaMonica to Bill Miller. Now Starr has the team at the line. Drops back to throw again on second down. Flips out to the left side. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for Boyd Dollar at the 35-yard line. So it's 3rd and 10 for the Packers at the Raiders' 45, and the clock shows that we have 12 seconds remaining. 12 seconds, all that's left here in the first half of the Super Bowl game. The NFL champion Green Bay Packers against the AFL champs, the Oakland Raiders. I would just have to say offhand that the Raiders at the moment are giving a little better account of themselves than the Kansas City Chiefs did at this time last year. We'll get Chuck Johnson's opinion on it at halftime. But so far, it's stacked up to be a pretty good football game. The Packers went out in front 13-0. The Raiders got quite a lift when they came back to score against the NFL champs. Bowman over the ball at center. Starr takes the snap. He drops back to throw. Again, there's the rush. He flips to the left side, and it is complete to Boyd Dollar at the 36-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds. That will be a little bit short of the first down. And it is 4th down, about a yard to go, and we'll have, I believe, a long field goal attempt. Don Chandler is into the lineup. We will have a field goal attempt from the vicinity of the 43-yard line by Chandler. The angle will be to the right side. There are 6 seconds remaining here in the first half. Angle is to the right. Starr's kneeling at the 43-yard line. There's the snap. The kick is up there. It is certainly long enough. It is good. A beautiful 43-yard field goal by Don Chandler, and the Green Bay Packers are out in front by a score of 16-7 over the Oakland Raiders with 1 second remaining in the first half. And that is the 3rd field goal of the afternoon by Chandler. And I think that most people felt that if a lot of field goals were going to be attempted, it would be the Oakland Raiders who attempted them with George Blanda. But Blanda has attempted just once, and Chandler has booted 3 home for the Green Bay Packers. He scored 9 points so far in this game, and that one came with 1 second remaining in the first half. It's Green Bay 16, the Oakland Raiders 7. When you need to borrow money, it's your own business. So see the man who keeps it your business, that business friend just down the street, your Thorpe office manager. Onside kick by the Green Bay Packers. Moves up to the 50-yard line, and there's the gun, signaling the end of the first half of play in the Super Bowl game from the Orange Bowl in Miami. At the end of the first half, the score, the Green Bay Packers 16, the Oakland Raiders 7. Stay tuned for halftime programming.